Stop right there. Take your head off your gun.
Back away.
We'll back up. Put it down.
Hands off of me now.
You guys don't have time to check rooms. You gotta get that shooter. I'm gonna die.
Drop the weapon.
This is a dangerous nephew right here. You know what? Your mama is a
Switch. They gon' learn here today, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Switch, where we switch the roles between law enforcement officers and community members. Also, that way they can see what it's like to be a police officer. In today's episode specifically, it's gonna be a little bit more somber, simply because it's based on an officer who actually lost his life in the line of duty. So recognize, we made this episode with that officer and his family in mind, hoping that we can educate others about the inherent dangers that officers face every single day. Officer Jarrett, this episode is dedicated to you, and we hope to save many other police officer lives after people understand the inherent dangers that officers face every single day.
I think that it's really interesting to try to take on that perspective of a cop in some of these situations and maybe get a little bit more insight into what their life is like.
Have you ever had any bad experiences with police officers?
I've had a couple, yeah.
What's your opinion about police officers?
Yeah, I think it's a hard job, and I think it's easy to make some mistakes, and unfortunately I've been a part of some of those mistakes.
When you watch videos on social media, are you quick to make a judgment?
I think sometimes I'm pretty quick to make a judgment.
Okay, why would you say that?
Experience and kind of just fear and confusion sometimes drives that a lot too. I just want to get some perspective and maybe a different point of view on what it's like to actually approach these situations and just have no idea what the outcomes can be.
You just conducted a traffic stop for window tint. So you walk up on the truck, I want you to make a passenger side approach. The goal for what I want you to do is, during this stop, I want you to try to get that driver out of his car and walk back to your car so you can conduct a records check on him. We're gonna simulate this is on a highway, an active highway, so that's why you made a passenger side approach. And you've been trained to make passenger side approaches in this situation. So that's why you're doing it.
Scenario beginning. Roll your window down. Can you roll your window down? Hey, sir, can you put your hands on the steering wheel for me?
Yes, sir.
Both hands on the steering wheel?
Yes, sir. Both hands on steering wheel. How's it going, sir?
Good, how you doing today?
Man, I can't complain. Just another beautiful day.
Do you know why I pulled you over?
No, sir.
Hey, listen, I pulled you over because you got some pretty dark window tint. Can you please roll down the back window for me?
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody else in your vehicle?
No, sir. Just me.
Do you mind if I look in here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If you don't mind telling me what I'm getting, or why you'd like to look in the vehicle.
Just because I don't have good visibility coming from back there. I just want to make sure there's nobody else in here that I can't see.
No worries. I'll roll the window down a little further for you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Just me in the car.
All right. I don't feel too safe right here on the side of the freeway conducting this traffic stop, but I am going to have to give you a ticket.
Okay. No worries.
If you could do me a favor, if you can exit out the driver's side and then meet me in the back behind the truck.
Yes, sir. I can do that, no problem. I'll keep my hands nice and visible. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So opening the door?
Yes, sir. All right. No. Put the gun down. Drop the weapon. Drop the weapon. Drop the weapon.
Hey, can you roll down the window, sir?
Sir, how's it going, officer?
It's all right. Can I see your hands?
Yes, sir. I'll put them 10 and 2 for you.
Can I get your license and registration?
Yes, sir. Right there for you?
Yeah, you can go ahead and throw it out here.
Yep.
Can you turn the car off?
Yes, sir. No problem. There.
All right. Let me get you to step out of the car for me.
Yeah, no problem.
You got me in the ass cheeks, dog. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right, sir. How are you?
I cannot complain. Got anybody else in the vehicle with you?
No, just me, man.
All right, well, I'm stopping you because of your windows. They're a little dark.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, man.
So I'm gonna need to do a quick records check. Everything
Okay.
checks out, we'll let you go. So you do me a favor, keep your hands where they are.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you to step out of the vehicle.
Okay. Now?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna step around, okay?
All right.
Keep your hands on the wheel, please.
Oh, okay.
Up top.
All right.
Up top.
Yeah.
No. Get back in the car, sir.
All right, Brett, how do you feel, bro?
Well, I don't have a leg anymore. You got me a leg and shoulder.
How many times did you get hit?
I think 3. I haven't fully counted yet.
So our bad guy, which we got my buddy Brandon Herrera here, man. Thanks again for coming.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
It's always good to shoot at police.
Knowing what you knew you were gonna do you think he knew?
No, which is the kind of the neat part about this scenario is I know exactly. It's just like real life, I guess. I know exactly what I'm planning on doing. He doesn't, so I was just trying to be as submissive as possible, go along with every command, every instruction, knowing damn well as soon as I got out of that car, I was lighting him up.
Did you get hit?
Yeah, I did. Before I got to cover.
How'd you feel, Brandon?
Honestly, like that one went a little smoother because now I had, one practice run.
Yeah.
Through, but no, it was kind of crazy because I would have thought always getting out of the vehicle with the gun, you think that they're gonna see it, but both times, absolutely not. Like just the absolute moment of shock where you see like, oh shit, like the entire body language changes. It's kind of fucking wild, man.
What were you looking at the whole time? Because I know you were like, you had a distance. So one, why did you have a distance from the car?
Well, I was making sure no one was in the backseat, so I was trying to see if I could see anybody in the dark back, and then he started to roll the window down, so I just wanted to make sure no one else was in the car. So I was trying to have a little bit of distance, but try to figure out the scenario here.
So there's definitely fear.
Oh, hell yeah, rolling through dark windows.
You don't really see the little things, man. People move quick. Didn't see that coming. I literally, polite dude, hands on the wheel, compliant. But once that door opened, that was it. I knew I was probably gonna have to pop off some rounds.
What's also crazy is, look how big this rifle is. This is huge. This is a replica, right? This is, provided to us by Unit Solutions, which is awesome. And he was able to conceal this underneath his leg.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Let's say you do survive this. You're gonna treat traffic stops differently from here on out?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't be like, I just wouldn't roll up with straight aggression, but in the back of my mind, I'll be like, okay, hand close to this joint, I'm rolling up. Let me just assess the situation, you know what I mean? But I'll definitely have that in the back of my head.
Exactly. Sure. Go ahead.
What's crazy about that, though, that people are critical of, they're like, why is your hand on your gun when officers walk up sometimes? And people really it gets on people's nerves sometimes, and they'll start yelling at you and just be angry about it.
Oh no, you gotta be ready.
Yeah, because the perception of it, you gotta think too, like, why are you coming up on me with your gun? Yeah. So if you're absolutely if you're not doing anything wrong, yeah, you might be like, man, why are you got your hand on your gun? I'm not doing anything, officer, I'm just minding my business. But in your mind, it's like, you've seen videos, you may have been in a situation, so you know like at any moment, something could go south.
It was interesting because I was watching how you moved as you were getting out the car, and I could tell it was a little weird, but I was like, is that the kind of thing that a cop has to be watching for? Because it wasn't like an easy just hop out and go. But at the same time, I don't know how to get behind and make sure I'm in the right position to watch it. So
we said it before, there's no average traffic stop.
Right.
You shouldn't think it's gonna be an average traffic stop.
Yeah.
Or a normal traffic stop.
Yeah.
You should always be prepared for that dude to jump out. I didn't see that coming. Like I said, but when he moved and the door opened, that's why I stopped and moved back.
You said you're still a little amped up a little bit.
Yeah.
And we don't get shot at every single day. Every single traffic stop. We as police officers, we don't get shot at every day, but we do go from one crazy call and then to something so mundane as a traffic stop. Do you feel like you can kind of see like how officers can be agitated sometimes and you have no idea like that maybe on a traffic stop for you, but they just left and saw some little girls around like 15 minutes before that.
This situation happened in New Mexico. An officer was tragically struck down and killed, ambushed. You and I both broke it down, man. What were your thoughts seeing it reenacted?
Yeah, no, that was nuts, man. What happened in the real scenario is exactly what happened here. He came over like that,
Yeah.
shot the officer a couple times, officer fell in front of the truck, and then he executed him.
Wow.
So, and he was being super compliant in the video. He was like, yeah, and it happened so quick.
And that's something the scenario wouldn't have gotten either, is because like right off the bat, I think I got you. It looks like I got groin and leg.
And shoulder.
Shoulder.
Yeah.
Like that little like game of like cat and mouse around the truck probably wouldn't have happened if you took 3, 5, 5, 6 rounds.
Oh yeah,
to,
for
know,
sure.
like, the
No,
thigh.
I was dead before I moved around the truck.
Switch. They gon' learn here today, yeah.